Let's take these two quick questions, just 30 seconds each. There was a video in circulation recently about a former governor, current senator, who was seen on the private jet massaging the foot of a lady, a South African lady. What's your take on that? Then take that together with the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, was in the US to attend the prayer breakfast of President Donald Trump, and she was acknowledged publicly by Donald Trump. What significance is that to Nigeria?
Okay, let's start with the amorous senator. Well, it's not something that Nigeria wants to see in their leadership. And it is something that elsewhere will cause a question, and maybe the senator should even step aside. So it's not something that we admire. It's not something, we can say, well, it's private life. It's not, because the circumstance in which it wasn't like he was at home and somebody is peeping at his window, is that he's involved in transporting a foreigner into the country and is burning a lot of money to charter aircraft, and he put himself in a vulnerable place where either he likes to be recorded or he was being inadvertently recorded. And when the matter came up, he was irresponsible, claiming that it was AI, and then later came and said he is now a Mâssage who suddenly saved the life of the lady, and the lady would have been dead if he wasn't there to. So it's highly irresponsible. More so when you consider the fact that he was, before politics, a labor leader, a man of the people. Why a bit odd for me to criticize him? I used to be his lawyer to defend him when Obasanjo used to arrest them for one demonstration or the other, one strike. And so if you check the newspaper, you'll see a few pictures of me standing with them being released from magistrate court in Wuse and all of that. So it was a man of promise who has just burnt up mid-air. So now, apart from that, in addition to that, he is an agent provocateur. He says a lot of incendiary things, virtually mocking Nigerians who are hungry. That food is not scarce, Nigerians are overfed, and so I don't know. But in some places, that is enough for him to go for therapy, for psychiatric evaluation. Yeah, because what he's saying now is not consistent with what we knew it to be. So it could be a case of senility, it could be anything else. Our First Lady, the President is the chief diplomat of Nigeria, and the First Lady is an integral part of the President. Now, they have a right to go overseas to make friends, either for Nigeria or for the administration. And that prayer breakfast I've attended before. So it's a common thing. Republicans like to do it in Washington and Virginia, and all of that. I've appeared one or two times. So it's a good place, a place to go. And if a foreign head of state says that Nigerian First Lady is a respectable person, that's not a bad thing for me as a Nigerian. I mean, when he said they were a disgrace, I felt like a disgrace myself. So if he praises them, but the hilarity with which they are celebrating it is what is amateurish, because you know Mr. Trump. So tomorrow you can say you are a piece of work or something like that. So it's not something that you should be celebrating, but I'm happy that that went well in the public glare and they said something nice, because if you had said something complimentary about the First Lady of Nigeria, it will have touched me personally and I will have felt extremely bad and embarrassed. But it's not something that you can be celebrating as an achievement. No. It just shows to you that they probably don't understand the importance of the offices occupying and the seriousness of the function of head of state, and what would be the ultimate verdict on your presidency is how Nigerians feel.
Last question. Do you see a clear pathway for any opposition, either coalition or individual parties like SDP in 2022?
Of course, there's a clear pathway. Okay. And that pathway has to pass through the heart of the people. Okay. That is the pathway. If it's an election involving politicians and politicians are in charge of it, President Tinubu is going to win. If it is the people who are in charge of it, he's going to lose and we are going to win. So our job is to let Nigerians come out, first show interest in the matter, secondly, realize that there is no alternative to having a government that works, because all over the world, nobody wants foreigners anymore. There is no country you want to go and they're going to give you a warm welcome. And in any case, no country has as much resources, as much opportunities as Nigeria. the only thing standing in the way of Nigerian prosperity is the kind of government we are allowed to ruin us. So if, therefore, we partake in it, and it's not like in my time, when the only way I could express my political value and preferences was to be throwing stones at soldiers who were throwing tear gas at me and all of that. Now, all you need to do is to pay attention, pause the games, pause other things you are doing, pause the betting, and listen to political discourse, ask questions, get engaged, mobilize yourselves, register to join a party, see what they do, vote, and be voted for, and be part of that discussion, so that you don't think, oh, Nigeria, I've disengaged from it. If you disengage from Nigeria, Nigeria cannot disengage from you.